Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. How is everyone going today? I'm getting a bit of a cold, or maybe not getting a bit of a cold, maybe got a bit of a cold. And usually when I get these kind of things, it doesn't last very long, but yeah. Been going through a lot of emotional stuff lately, so it doesn't surprise me. I'm stressed out the last couple of days. So, I better take it easy, hey? I've already picked a card out for today. Oh yeah, in the daily read. So daily read for Sunday, 27th September. Hey Arlene. Sunday, 27th of September. The daily read, it was a mixed bag. It was about manifestation. Hey Tanya. Manifestation, and it was also about conflict in relationships as well. Discussions needed to be had. My God, tell me something I don't know. Hopefully that's going to happen for me today. But I picked up on the abundance part of it because I talked a bit about abundance and about reciprocity as well, because that came up in the relationship part and it came up in the abundance part of it as well, the manifestation part. Hey Eva. So I thought I'd talk about that today. Hey Donna. How is everyone today? You good? I picked a card out already and I really love it. It's Queen Bee. I've never had this one out before. Queen Bee card. And it's the number 11. So that might mean something to you. It does mean something to me. But let me read it out to you because I've been getting this personal message, this very same personal message. Strength, growth, motherhood. Madam Queen Bee is big and strong, yet gentle and mothering. Her skirt is a flower tower, a home for bees that sustain our ecosystem. She gives strength, power and life to her surroundings. She's Mother Nature. She's responsible for the tulips that send energy into the world and all that grows to know the beauty of each day. Her children are the children of the earth. She nurtures all of us. Hey Lisa. Oh, you had your grandbabies, Tanya. Not much sleep, yeah. So Queen Bee, what I'm getting from this, for me personally, is she's big and strong, yet gentle and mothering. That's the message that I'm getting continuously at the moment. Because I am kind of in Queen of Swords energy at the moment, and not Queen of Cups. Yeah, a discussion needs to happen for me. And so I keep on getting the message through various signs and stuff that I need to soften up and open up, because he's not going to come in and talk to me if I don't. If I'm the bitch queen from hell. So that's what I'm getting from that. It's about us. It's really like the emperor, not emperor, the empress kind of energy, this. You know, when you've got it all, when you can balance it all those different parts of you. Hey, Tawanda. You just woke up from a nap. Cool. Yay, abundance. I don't know what the hell happened to that $50, Tawanda. I actually sent YouTube a message about it, saying like, where is it? Yeah, I've no idea. Lost in the ethers. So we've got the Queen Bee starting it out. Let's get some tarot out. But thanks for the gift anyway. Hopefully it gets to me at some point. Knight of Pentacles. Slow moving. Working towards something. Maybe this was the card that came out in the daily read. I don't think so though. But yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is building something for yourself. So that's what the read says, and what a lot of the energy updates said as well too, is yeah, there's a lot of relationship going on at the moment, a lot of emotional roller coaster stuff, but if you distract yourself with your work, if you get on with building something for yourself, that's going to that energy in itself is going to sort out the relationship stuff, because when you're doing something for yourself, when you're looking after yourself, you're nurturing yourself, you're being that Queen Bee for yourself, that's the energy you're putting out there, and so you bring it back to yourself too. Hey Janet. Lisa, just got back from taking a drive with your mum around a bird sanctuary. Nice. Pretty pictures. How are your cards going, Lisa? Lisa got her little inner self guidance cards in the mail. I took it out of my account. Yeah, I know. Better give it to me. Don't know how it works. Yeah, I don't know how those super chat things and stuff like that works. I have no idea. So the Knight of Pentacles working towards something. I don't know, for a sundown. I'll be working today though. I want to get ahead. I've got behind like the last 3 weeks. I've been behind, you know, rushing to get the energy updates out at the weekend. And so now I'm thinking I might make some videos today so that I'm ahead of the game. We'll see. Something else might happen and stuff. I want to get another one out because, quite frankly, the Knight of Pentacles has been coming out so much lately that it's beginning to bore me. Let's get another one out. Played with them a little. Yeah. So what are you going to do, Lisa? Are you going to put them in a bowl? I mean, I've got mine in a bag. That's what I find best for me. Just dip my hand in and pull them out. Hey, Lindsay. So, what else have we got for today? Hello, PS. Working to moving out of Melbourne. Time to go north. Can you? Can you move around the country yet? Especially from Melbourne. Oh. So, yesterday was the end of the visa amnesty in Thailand. My passport hasn't come back yet. I applied for a visa 3 weeks ago, but of course, everyone that's in here, because they didn't allow tourist visas anymore. So everyone that's in here has had to apply for some kind of a visa. Some kind of another visa, even though we don't want that kind of visa, we want a tourist visa. And they just announced yesterday that they're having to extend the visa amnesty until the end of October. They could have given us some notice. So, it's good. I mean, it means that while my passport is still away in Bangkok at immigration, the police aren't going to say, Claire, where's your passport, where's your visa? Because we were all kind of expecting that. When I was riding home last night from training, I bumped into a friend walking his dog, and he was like, show me your passport, show me your visa. Don't have it. Eva, working on yourself, but it's time to be real. Lost 31 pounds. Woo, good job, Eva. Good morning, Aphrodite. How are you? Lisa, I have them in a velvet bag. Oh, nice. 2 sets. I think I've got 4 sets in mine now. I keep all my cards in velvet bags. Oh, nice. My crystals are in Egyptian print cloth bags. Everything's portable. It's got to be, right? I'm thinking of getting some kind of a rack for my cards because I've got too many decks now to be all out in a row. But sometimes I've seen some people on YouTube with like a shelving system, a little shelving system with cards on. Maybe I can find something like that today. I could have my little selection there, so it's not taking up so much of my table. Look what we've got. We've got the Page of Swords. I'm getting a waiting from this. Waiting for a message of truth. Waiting for some truth to come through. Could be about these discussions that need to happen today. So waiting for some truth to come through, some kind of communication to come through, and meanwhile working on Pentacles, working on building something for ourselves, our own abundance. So we don't have the reciprocity card, but I have been seeing it a lot lately. Let's get some cards out. Oh, fairness, yes. Now, fairness. This has been coming out a lot lately, about fairness and judgment, justice. In the energy updates, especially, about fairness coming around now, that things will be sorted out. And when it comes to abundance, I keep on saying this. Hi Chris, you're late. Keep on saying this, but this is what my guides keep on telling me, is that the universe never forgets what we've put out into the world. And it doesn't have the hang-ups about feminine stuff like society has. So every bit of feminine value that we've put out in the world, that nurturing and stuff, like the stuff that I was talking about with the queen bee there, The universe knows and it remembers, and the abundance is coming back to us for that because it values it. So there is a balancing happening at the moment, like a universal balancing happening at the moment, which is sorting out abundance. I think we can see that in the world, can't we? Is that there's big changes happening at the moment in the economies, in how people are making money and who can make money at the moment. Big changes going on, a big shift. And it's about fairness coming back. So we've got that energy today of fairness. Now I'm getting it's like energetic too, as in if you've been doing a lot of the work, it's time for rest. It's time, if you've been looking after people, it's time to be looked after. It's that kind of thing. There's some kind of a fairness and a balance coming in. Also got go the distance as well. Now, this speaks of abundance. It's what I was talking about in the daily read, in the daily energy update. Is if you want abundance back, you've got to put the effort in, you've got to put consistent effort in, you've got to keep on putting the energy out there. You can't like hold it back and hermit too much and close yourself down and not give stuff out. And so putting these two together, to be fair, if you're like, well, yeah, but I've been putting a lot of energy out and I haven't received back from it, well, that fairness is coming in, but you've still got to keep those gates open. You've still got to be putting in that effort, sharing your gifts with the world and all of that. You've got to still go the distance, keep on. It's persistence, it's consistence, and any other sense. Persistence, yeah. It's like me and my YouTube channel, right? I just knew that if I worked on my YouTube channel, and I started it was about a year ago, I think the first Psychic Cafe. Oh, I should find out the date. When was the first Psychic Cafe? I'm going to look at it now, because it's going to be about a year. Let's find out. How long have I been doing Psychic Cafe? It should be pretty easy for me to find out, because it's when I started doing the live. So let's just turn this filter upside down. Oh, I can't. Yes, I can. Turn the date upside down. Yesterday! The first one was yesterday, 26th. Wow. I'm glad that I looked. It was the 26th. So, a year and a day. I've been doing Psychic Cafe a year and a day, which means, and I started off doing the videos, like prolific amounts of videos, like I've been doing on YouTube. And I just knew at the time that it was going to work. It just clicked. It's because I started watching YouTube more myself for different things. And I just felt the power of the whole platform. Maybe I was late to the game there, but I felt the power of the platform, and just decided to put it in there. And I knew it was going to take time. I knew it was going to take months of working at it, and persistence and consistency. And that's why I decided to do this show every day. Not every day now. I'm more relaxed on it now, but I've got other things going on in my life, and I'm very busy with my work. So it's that kind of energy. It's like something clicks in, and you just know that you need to keep on putting it out there. But even if you haven't had fairness before, even if you know, like, you can't say to the universe, right, it hasn't been fair before, so I'm not going to do anything, and I'm just going to wait for this fairness to come in. That's what this is saying. It's like, no, you've got to keep on putting that energy out there so that stuff comes back. Yeah. So we did get the Yang card out as well with the in the daily energy update, and so got to give energy out. Interesting card on fairness. Melbourne, a lot of us, most of our income drop off in March. Yeah, it's weird. And you know, a lot of people are struggling here, and I'm not at all. I'm abundant. And there's a few people like that too. We're all carrying on going, and we're doing fine. A lot of people aren't, but they're surviving. They're getting by. Wow, how cool. This should have been the anniversary. The anniversary Psychic Cafe. You love my focus and commitment to you and your gifts. Thank you, Janet. Well, it's good. I mean, I enjoy doing it. I love doing this show, and I've missed it. I've not done it for a couple of days, have I? I missed it. When I was getting ready for this morning, it was after a really good sleep. I'm like, yes, I'm looking forward to this because I've missed doing it. I like it. And I like doing the videos as well. What I don't like is when I fall behind because there's other stuff going on in my life. And then it ends up being a rush trying to get the videos out. I don't like the rushing feeling. I love doing the videos, but the editing takes a long time. And yeah, it can get a bit much when I'm working from like 6 a.m. and then like 7, 8 p.m. I'm only just finishing, and then bed, and then do it all over again. It can get a bit much. But I do love doing the readings. Have we got a full moon coming up? I don't know. I've lost track of my moons. Anyway, let's get some moonology out. Tried to get a card out this morning from these. It wasn't going to give me anything for my personal cards. Got 2. Hey, Leonie. So look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. It will be what? It will be a full moon in... What are we now? Libra. I don't know. But the full moon is always in the opposite sign, right? Thank you for all the congratulations. Wow, I'm so glad that I looked at that. Isn't it cool? That happens with me and my guides. It's like I don't even need to remember people's birthdays or anything like that, because I'll wake up in the morning and I'll get that urge to have a look or think of somebody and then realise it's the birthday, something like that. It's a little past half moon. Oh, okay. Cool. So it's coming up in a week or so. What would be a good practice meditation to identify and remove subconscious blocks to abundance? Ooh, you've got to make them conscious. You've got to ask yourself and ask yourself and ask yourself what's behind this. Just keep on asking yourself. Not so much in meditation, just universe, what is this about? You will be shown it. And you can do exercises like writing it down as well. Like, what's the worst thing that could happen if I got this money? Or what is holding me back from this? Your subconscious will let it out. It's like asking your body, doing muscle testing, that kind of thing. Anyway, we've got look at the bigger picture. The moon is saying look at the bigger picture. I feel like this is the same as that go the distance. Look at the bigger picture, the balance of the energies over long term, especially when abundance is concerned. You've got to keep on giving that energy out. Conclusions are within reach. It's like some kind of fairness is kicking in now. But we've got to keep on going. We've got to just keep on going. That's what I'm getting. Waning. It's waning when it goes to the new moon. I don't know. Eva, I've been following you for 6 months. Oh, cool. Love every confirmation and guidance. So happy I came across your channel. That's cool. I'm happy you did too, Eva. It's good. Yeah, a lot more people commenting now. People that have been watching for months have started commenting on. There's a lot more comments on my YouTube channel now, which is great. It's nice. It's nice to know who's watching me. To be made aware of that. Of who's watching. What else should we get out? I don't want to get relationship cards out because we've already had 2 today. This could be the one, and what was the other one? Heart-to-heart conversations. Ooh. Yes, that card came out with it as well, with the relationship stuff. Invoking self-realization, not this card, the other one. Invoking self-realization. Each breath confirms how awake I already am. Oh, we're waking up to new things. Waking up a new side of ourselves. I got that. You know, I've been doing all of these past, present, future reads, and I've got, oh no, there's so many people ordered them overnight. got a lot to do today. But there seems to be a bit of a theme in a lot of them for people at the moment, and it's like an ending of a healing journey and the start of a new healing journey. What I mean by that is, maybe say if your thing has been like reciprocity and you've been in codependent relationships and it's always been about you giving too much in all kinds of different relationships, and that's what you've been trying to heal, like a big theme for your life. Or something else, that has been a big theme, an issue, a recurring issue, something that comes up over and over again, something that you've needed to address, you've needed to learn about, that kind of thing, Just the camera turned off. If there's been a healing thing like that, wait. Someone sends me a message, and then the camera switches off. So if there's been a healing theme like that, and there always is, right? That is changing. That's what's come out in the personal reads lately, is that is completed. It's just recently been completed, and you can have a whole new thing, a whole new like healing theme for your life now. So it could be like healing abundance issues was your thing, and then now it's going to be more like stepping into your confidence and putting yourself out there and whatever's involved in that. So there's a shift for a lot of people at the moment. Anyway, so that's what it is. That's what I'm getting from this, is this invoking self-realization. Each breath confirms how awake I already am. It's like waking up to new things within ourselves. Chris, I think I first found you in February. Oh wow. I feel like I've come to know you and a few others, so it's fun. And that's the whole point of this show, right? This is why I'm doing this. Because I know, when you do online business, you've got to interact somehow. It's not like, it's like walking into someone's shop. You've got to interact somehow. It can't just be behind a screen. And I did that for so long, hiding away. And then put myself out there in a lot of webinars. I used to do webinars. So much easier now, you can do lives like this. But yeah, I used to have to, advertise webinars and get people to come along to get to know them. But this is just a great way, and you've got to do that in online business. You've got to let people get to know you. That's what this show's all about. And it's nice, isn't it? It's nice, like, get a community together. Corey, yeah, you moved house, settled into the new home, ready for the first live stream. Awesome. And it's the anniversary version, Corey. Just looked at when the first Psychic Cafe was. It was yesterday, 26th of September last year. Eva, same, Chris. I look forward to Psychic Cafe. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I do too. I do. Couldn't do it. What was yesterday? I was so tired. Can't remember. Lisa, huge relationship shift for you. Not sure I'm ready to tell anyone what yet. It's really weird. Okay. God, mine's terrible at the moment. And this is why I've got resolving anger. I've got everyone else getting involved. Oh my God, everyone else is getting involved at the moment and stirring up shit and telling lies and all kinds of stuff. And I've walked away from it all because people are out to really hurt me and break us up. That's very obvious. So there's a lot of jealousy around at the moment, and I've just had to take a step away because it made me really anxious being attacked like that, people outright trying to hurt me. And it worked. It did hurt me. And so, yeah, taking a step back, but me and him, away from everybody else, needs to talk about this probably today. But yeah, I started training at the other place again now for some respite, and talking to them about it, because he used to work, not him, the owner of the new gym used to work there. He's the ring troublemaker, because they know him and they sacked him and he's banned from being there, and a lot of people won't have any time for him, and they were surprised that I still have time for him. But he's been good with me until now. Until a few weeks ago, in fact. He started getting jealous. and now he's not good with me. And 2 days ago, no, I'm not going to forget that in a hurry. The stuff that he was saying to me was horrible. Joe, met someone, not sure where it's going. Oh, cool. You love my videos, thank you. Lisa, like something I never heard of happening to anyone before, so I'm still figuring it out. Okay. Source doing a carrot thing. Could be. Very strange. If it's true, I'm really excited. Cool. Corey, personal card for the day was denial. Oh. Acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight of awareness. So yeah, that personal stuff that I was saying, for me, that's why that Queen Bee really talks to me. Because that's, I'm in Queen of Swords, I'm like, lock the door, get away from me, get the hell away from me, everybody. And I need to open up into that Queen of Cups again so that a conversation is actually possible. Resolving anger. This is about the relationship stuff. Conflict reminds me when I need some more space for myself. That's what I've been taking the last couple of days. Space. You felt that was happening with me yesterday. It's good in a way because we do need to get the hell away from everyone else and stop especially letting that one be involved in this relationship. It's crazy because he's crazy. Like, in Thai there's 2 words for crazy. There's ting tong, as it sounds, ting tong. It's, you know, it's a light kind of crazy. And then there's ba. Ba is fucking crazy. He is ba. And yeah, not good. Not good. Not good to be to be so involved in our relationship because my man is living with him. Anyway, conflict reminds me when I need some more space for myself. So if you've got conflict happening, just think about that. Where do you need the space? Like, we need our relationship away from all of those other people and maybe away from the gym too. But maybe you need space as well for any conflict that's come up. So, you know, space isn't just about the hermit staying at home. Space can be about removing other aspects from it, like that. Think about that. Resolving anger. Chris, and then there's me still searching for a job. Same as for a long time. Hey, Chris. Lisa, you told me that you felt like someone was gaslighting me. You were correct, it happened. Wow. Yes, Lindsay, it's so stressful. I've been so anxious. Wow. And because we feel so strongly for each other as well, it's just horrible. I felt sick. I felt sick the last couple of days. It's just horrible. But it's kind of good because it's pushing us into this new dynamic, you know, and a conversation about intentions and commitment and stuff like that. Tanya, you've been taking space for yourself too. Avoiding certain people, yep. Their energies, yeah, I hear you. Grounding, we've got to ground ourselves. Twanda, yeah, people are deep. Remember, the dark is seeking the light, right? That's been coming up as well in a lot of readings, is that the better it gets, the brighter your light gets, the sun comes out, the shadows get even darker, yeah. Got to ground ourselves, ground, do anything to ground yourself, anything that helps you. Like for me, it's getting in the pool, that really helps me. And training helps me so much. Especially, I love that I've got this stadium to go to. All my old friends there. They do have a new trainer there because they're really busy. They're training a lot of Thai now. So much that my trainer yesterday, he kept on saying it in Thai to me instead of in English. So he's been training, yeah. But it's good to be back there again. It feels like home. It's anything that grounds you, like old friends, something comforting, that kind of thing. Nature. I mean, look at all the nature that's in this card. Nature's very grounding too. Water for me. People always act mean when they get jealous. Yeah, people are jealous of successful relationships. And I think he wanted Lyman to be like his best mate, because of course people like that. He's messed up. He's crazy. And so he's very lonely. Like, he doesn't get into relationships. He tries to, desperately tries to, but he's crazy. And so the girls run a mile from him. And yeah, I think he wanted Lima to be his like buddy in that same situation. Lima arrives, falls in love with me, and then suddenly we're coupley, and he hates it. He hates it. Got feminine energy here. Interesting, because we've got the yang card out and that giving energy, and for the abundance we've got to keep on giving energy, right? But we've got to be receptive too. We've got to be in this feminine energy. The Queen Bee. It's that balance again. The Queen Bee said about that balance of being the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. The openness too. Got to get that balance right. The yin and the yang within ourselves. To become the Empress, to be all of those things, but be able to tap into each one when it's required, instead of mostly leaning on one of them. Like, mostly I'm leaning on Queen of Swords right now. I'm like, nah, get the hell away from me, kind of energy. Okay, let's do some readings for everyone. Who wants a reading? Oh, can everyone click like on this video? I need to buy some more candles today. There's a candle missing. And a new mug as well, because the kids broke my mug. Oh, my cards. I've got willingness, initiate. Be willing to... I don't want to. I don't want to. But apparently that's what I've got to do. I've got to be willing to initiate it. Maybe I'll send him a message. Okay, Lindsay. So yeah, I've got my half price sale going on at the moment. It's on my past, present, future readings. I'll just put a link to it for anyone that doesn't know. Weekend half price sales, past, present, future. Right, Lindsay, let's start with you. What have you got going on? I don't have to be rushing away at 1:45, because there's only ever me that trains at 8 o'clock at the stadium, just with the COVID thing. It used to be full on class, but because we've got so many Thai people, they're training before 8 o'clock, before they go to work, and he's getting them to come later as well, so I don't have to rush off. I can be around about 8 o'clock. Right, Lindsay, you've got jealousy and mirror reflection. This is about a fear. You know, sometimes people mirror stuff back to us. And so if you're afraid of something, and you'll attract a jealous person towards you to kind of give you that same energy, you know? What is this? There's something that's going on, like my situation, something going on like that. People being jealous, but it's showing you something that you've got inside of yourself. So I have to look into this too, because maybe it was just that I've been giving him the time of day. But yeah, Lindsay, there's something inside of you, you know, when we have a fear, or when we're criticizing ourselves, when we've got self-criticism, and then someone criticizes us in an exact same way, and we react emotionally to it because it's inside of us already. We're sensitive to it. You know, if someone calls us a cardboard box, we're not going to get upset at that, because there's not one part of us that thinks we're a cardboard box. But then if someone says to you, oh, you're selfish, yeah, there's going to be a little part, some part of us thinking that we're being selfish, and so then we emotionally react to it. And so it's like that. The jealousy is showing you maybe some part of non-self-acceptance. Could be like that. Aphrodite. Oh. Aphrodite. Wow, Aphrodite. I think you keep on getting these cards out. Not these particular cards, but you keep on getting relationship cards out. It seems to be anyway. You've got romance and intimacy. There's like a a Disney romance, like a fake romance, you know, the hearts, the flowers and stuff like that. It's not real romance. There's a romance that's more you, that would be more romantic to you, because this intimacy card, it's about being yourself, being fully yourself. And so maybe you've got some kind of a vision of romance that is Disney. It's hearts and flowers. It's like, who is really into that? Like, who's really, really into that? You know, you might go around to someone's house and they have all of these fluffy heart pillows and things like that for themselves. They do that kind of stuff for themselves, and that kind of person would be into that kind of romance. But we're fed that, aren't we, by Hallmark and stuff like that. But there's hardly anyone that's like that. Like, do you have any friends that are like that? I remember, like, from when I was a kid, but I don't have any friends like that now. My friends are pretty practical. Live on a small island where there's hardly any shops. We don't have nice things here. I mean, we don't shop, you know. Shopping isn't a thing. It's like, it's a big deal for me to go and get candles today, because it's not that same kind of culture. And so, yeah, I'm picking up for you, Aphrodite. Your idea of romance, you've been fed something which isn't true for you. And when you tap into that intimacy, what's really you, your romance will be kind of different. Your idea of romance will be kind of different. So it seems like you're attracting romance at the moment, Aphrodite, in relationship, not relationship. Tanya. Oh, this is interesting. You had a win that you celebrated. Maybe you celebrated it too early. You thought something was on its way and then it didn't happen. You needed to detach from it. Something that you thought you were sure was going to happen. You thought it was dead cert. You already celebrated it. Maybe you already told people about it and then it didn't happen. Detach from it. Don't feel bad about it. Maybe you're feeling guilty or embarrassed or ashamed that you celebrated too early. I used to do, I have this element inside of me where I can see something coming. Of course, I'm a psychic. I can see something coming. I could feel that trouble coming. I had anxiety before I even went training, before all of that crap went down the other day. I could feel it coming. But because of that, because I can feel things coming, I can tell people about it before it even happens. And sometimes it muddies the energy up. So you've had something like that, a celebration that was premature, which has muddied the energies. You need to detach from that now. It's okay. Like, we all do it. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't mean that good stuff isn't coming to you. And probably if you detach from that, it might actually happen for you, you know? If you detach from that, I shouldn't have said anything about it. I shouldn't have celebrated too soon. I shouldn't have counted my chickens before they hatched. Eva. Wow. Transforming fulfillment. So something is transforming, so it's going to fulfill you even more. Could be relationships or work. Could be both. Could be a whole life transforming, so you're fulfilled more. You're fulfilled more, so you're receiving more. It's that reciprocation, that Six of Pentacles. Allowing more in, allowing yourself to be nurtured if you give that nurturing out, to be filled up. You know, I always used to have this idea of fulfillment. It's like, do something that fulfills you. Oh, well, that would be giving. That would be, you know, helping a lot of people. That would be fulfilling. That would make me feel like virtuous and moral and things like that. And that's what fulfillment is, isn't it? No, fulfillment is receiving. It's when you get filled up. Yeah, and a little part of that can be the emotional, oh, that was nice to be needed or to be a good person in that situation, but that's just a small part of it. So I'm feeling like you're shifting toward receiving, Eva. Belinda. To truly fill you up. Eva. No, Belinda. Okay. Yeah. People not taking care of you, not appreciating you. Forgiving them. You know, if you open a bottle of water, you're not going to get wine out of it. Ever. You're not going to get Coke out of it. You're not going to get anything but water out of it. And the same with people too, is if people aren't appreciating you, they're not appreciative people. If people are being negative, they're just a negative person. It's not about you. And so I feel like you're trying to get appreciation out of someone that can't appreciate, because they don't appreciate. They just don't do that about anyone or anything, or it's just not the way that they look at things. They look at things in a more critical way. So stop trying to get wine out of a water bottle, Belinda. Forgive them. Just let them go. You're not going to get what you want out of them. You're not going to change them. Arlene. Ooh. Arlene, trust yourself in romance. Trust yourself to choose right. Trust your intuition. Trust your feelings, attractions, that kind of thing. Trust it all. Don't think about the past and be scared that the past is going to happen again. Trust yourself and your current feelings. It's a message for me too. Tracy. Ooh, Tracy. Okay, you've got communication coming. I feel like you're going to receive a message. It's a written one, but you're going to have to write back. And I just like pick up this vibe that you're going to be all over the place with it. You know when you get a text message from someone and then like your first response that you don't send, hopefully you don't send it, you write it out and it's really angry. It's a reaction, an emotional reaction, and then you're like, no, I shouldn't send that. So you delete it, and then you write out another response to it, and it's more like open, like the Queen of B says, flip-flopping between that Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. And then you're like, no, that's way too nice, because they've been a problem to me in the past. And then eventually you get to some kind of a grounded clarity of what you actually want to say, your truth. And that's what I'm getting with this. So someone's going to get in touch with you, or maybe someone has got in touch with you recently, Tracy, an ex or something like that, someone you've had a problem with. And then you're on this emotional roller coaster about it, but you will get to some kind of a stasis. It's like emotional roller coaster, and then you go like this. And then you're like, okay, now I know what I want to communicate back. And then you write back to them. Interesting. Lisa, like Donna, in that video that you sent me this morning, her saying about someone is writing out these messages, I thought, yeah, and then deleting them. I'm like, yeah, I am pretty sure you'll be doing that. Lisa, L-I-S-A, Lisa L, not the other Lisa. Oh, abundance. Go within. Abundance is found inside of you, and what I mean by that is it's the resources that are inside of you, right? The resources that are inside of me, it's my skills, and it's all of the crap that I've been through and healed myself. That's a resource, and I put that out in these videos and stuff. That's just a resource too, like my ability to do that, to be on screen and to do all the editing and to have the business, like they do the IT stuff behind the business too. They're all resources that are inside of myself. You've got resources inside of yourself too. Basic like time and your energy. So you could, trade your time or your physical energy for money by working for someone. Or you could tap into everything that's inside of you. And like, what can I share like with the world? Remember, we've got that persistence, go the distance. So for abundance, you need to go the distance. You need to do something, share your gifts, and then keep on sharing them, keep on sharing them, keep on sharing them. And that's when the fairness comes back. So Lisa, yeah, your higher self is trying to lead you into abundance. But you need to tap into those gifts that are inside of yourself to share them. And just get on that path of doing it. You don't need to figure out how you do it. Like, see, so I've been doing this show and working on my YouTube channel much more in the last year in a day, and it's changed, right, since it started. It's changed since that time. It's kind of evolved. So I just started it and just let it unfold. You can do that too. Corey. New place, new space. That's good. Change is good. Ooh. Reach out. Reach out and do what you want to do. Reach out and do what you love. This is something new. So you're in a different location now. I mean, if you move to a new town or something like that, it feels like you might have new people around you, new opportunities around you, as in maybe there's some kind of a leisure pursuit, something that you'd love to do, where you're going to meet people, reach out to people in that. Look in your surrounding area right now, where you've moved to. There's going to be something interesting where you're going to meet people doing something that you love. Not necessarily something that you love, just something that you'd enjoy doing. Tawanda. Travel. Understanding. There's something in travel for you. There's something like deep within your soul about travel, like me, I guess. There's some people that just have that gypsy vibe about them, the happy going from one place to another, that freedom. It's just a part of the soul. It's just, and some people don't have that, and that's cool. Like some people are quite fixed, they want to stay in one place. And it's not about being a fixed sign at all, because I'm a fixed sign, but I've got that gypsy thing. And I knew it as a kid, like when I'd watch like Western movies in those caravans, those horse-drawn caravans. Like I used to live in one of those, 100% sure. Because when I saw it, I'd be like, yep, that's me. And yeah, always drawn to stuff like that. And there's something about you that's in your core, Tawanda, and it's about travel, it's about movement, freedom, that kind of thing. So maybe that's been coming up for you, Tawanda. Janet. Right, Janet, wow, you got the same thing as me going on. The camera's behind. So warmth, that's being open-hearted, that's the Queen of Cups. And power self, that's being closed down, that's the boundaries, the Queen of Swords. You've got this balance going on. It's a bit of a theme at the moment. I don't think just for me, I think it's for a few people. So it's getting that balance right, knowing when to be the Queen of Swords and shut things down and have boundaries, and knowing when to be open-hearted and let people in. It's challenging, I know. Right now it's challenging because of all of these crazy emotional energies that are around. It's not just me, because I've picked it up in the energy updates. In the last 2 weeks, in fact. Not just this week. Leonie. Your higher self is constantly trying to show you through your life that you are good enough. And it might be trying to show you through the reverse of that. If someone says to you or implies that you're not good enough, and then you have a reaction to that, and you're like, yes, I am good enough. Well, that reaction shows you that you're not really believing that you're good enough, because you wouldn't have an emotional reaction to it. If someone says that you're not good enough. Like if someone was to come on here and say you can't do readings or something, I'm like, of course I can. I'm not going to have an emotional reaction to that because I'm 100% solid in it. But there's something coming up for you, Leonie, where you're being woken up to that. There's a part of you that doesn't believe you're good enough, that you aren't 100% behind yourself on something. And so when someone comes in questioning it or appearing to question it, you have an emotional reaction to it. That's to wake you up, to show you that you're not 100% behind yourself, so that you can be. Donna. Why is this move card? It keeps on coming out for you, doesn't it? But why keep quiet about it? I feel like you will need to keep quiet about it when whatever it is, it's a business thing, isn't it? It's some kind of an opportunity and it requires a move. It's been coming up in your readings so much. You're going to have to be quiet about it. Maybe this is the don't count your chickens before they hatch kind of energy. It's coming out again. Just quietly go into it. It could be a really big opportunity that you need to keep quiet about so as not to muddy that energy, so as not to count your chickens before they hatch, so as not to mess it up, really. So keep it quiet when it comes in. It feels like it could be imminent. I don't know. Lisa. Lysa, Lisa. Interesting. So Lisa, who are you? Refocusing on that, getting back to yourself, some space. We got that, didn't we? Space. Giving ourselves space, giving yourself space so that you get back to your own energy. To refocus on yourself and what it is that you want. It's like the Knight of Pentacles, working towards something for yourself. And really knowing yourself. Not getting caught up in other people's energies, but getting back to who you are. That's what you've got at the moment. You're being refocused back to yourself. Chris, job guidance. Oh, the live chat just disappeared on me. Chris, job guidance if possible. Found you again. Okay. Maybe I've said this in your readings before, probably personal readings rather on here, but you setting your sights too low. You're being encouraged. Your higher self is encouraging you to go for something that's overwhelming instead. So it's shifting you to raising your standards to go for something much better. That's why you're being held back, because what is meant for you is beyond your comfort zone. It's overwhelming to you at the moment. You wouldn't say yes to it. You wouldn't even apply for it yet. You're being shifted internally, ready for the thing that is right for you. So you're being encouraged to raise the bar. Robin, let's go a bit faster because I actually do need to go to training in some timely manner so that they can train me before everyone else shows up. Robin, you've got be still, keep quiet, sabotage. Oh, don't do it. Take a deep breath, take like 10 breaths when you're just about to sabotage yourself. So maybe you've got this Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups balance going on at the moment, and you're like easily triggered, ready to step into the Queen of Swords and say, off with your head. And it's a sabotage, and you know it's a sabotage. This isn't about healthy boundaries. This is about being too much in the Queen of Swords energy, being too much on that hair trigger. So yeah, just take 10 breaths or count to 10, or take a deep breath and stop yourself from that reaction, that impulsive reaction of that first thing that you want to do. Cut them out. Joe. Joe, find your passion and believe in yourself. Follow your passion and believe in yourself. Find that's what I was getting. You've got to believe in yourself. You're on this path, like you do know what you're passionate about. You know what you're here for. Really, it's a path. It's not like one thing in particular. It's not like one job. It's a path. So follow that. Find that path, follow it, just by doing things that you love doing. Believe in yourself. You can have it. I'm picking up this vibe from you, Joe, that you don't know what you're here to do, that you don't know what your path is. It's like you're out in the cold. But it's just about that. If you just believe in yourself, if you just believe that you're already on a magical path, you are, and you'll see it. So look for those miracles. Lindsay, oh, thank you. I do see jealousy and criticism in someone I've been thinking about. P.S. For the abundance that you want, you've got to take physical action. So not so much in your mind. Lost the camera again. Let's just switch the camera back on. What happened this time? Did someone order something? Someone sent me a message, maybe. There we go. Yeah, so P.S. You've got to take physical action. So not so much in your mind, in ideas, in theories, that kind of thing, Not so much abundance trying to tune into it, trying to get that vibration right so it just magically gets attracted to you. It doesn't. We've got to share the gifts that are inside of us. We've got to share the resources that are inside of us, because that's our abundance. You know, there's certain laws of the universe. Law of attraction isn't the only one. You've got to like be giving stuff out to bring it back in. So take action for your abundance. You're welcome, everybody. Did I do you, Tawanda? I feel like I did, but maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did. You're welcome, Tanya and Eva. I'm clearing out the baggage, Eva. You're welcome, Belinda and Arlene. Lisa, I did you? Oop. You feel it. Ah, the exact thing is happening now, Donna. Cool. You're welcome, Lisa. From South Island to North Island. Oh, a lot more connections here. Yeah, I'm feeling it, Corey. It's going to be better for you. More uplifting. It's about time. Ah, you've been dragged down by people. You're totally the gypsy vibe. Yeah, you are, Lisa. You're living it. You're ready to move on. You're welcome, Janet. It scares you, but exciting. Cool, they're the best things, right? That's when we know it's right. Missy talked about that exact thing during her live today. Yeah. I've been doing the same thing, keeping things to myself until I'm crystal clear about what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm learning to do that too, Tawanda, in my old age. Leonie, thank you. Life forever waking up. You are applying for big leap type jobs. There you go. You see, your higher self is getting you ready, Chris. It's encouraging you. That's what's happening. You're welcome, Robin. Conscious C. Yes, you can. And you'll be the last one, Conscious C. Conscious C. Oh, the past is coming up for you. Big time. Past fears and stuff like that. Repeating the past. Afraid that you're going to repeat the past. The same thing's going to happen again. It's the past. You've got a lot of healing to do here. Got to go within and do that healing. That's the up until now card, by the way. Hard to see, you know. But yeah, a lot of healing work going within. If you want some help with that, come to behealing.com. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming along. I do have my half price sale going on this weekend. It's on my past, present, future reads. That's the link for it right there. Hope you all have a good day. Get through these energies. I'll try and be here tomorrow morning as well. So I will see you then. I'm going to go training now. And I just remember my cards to be willing to initiate things. Okay. Tawanda, I did you earlier. Bye. See you next time. Thanks for coming.